there. Getting there, guys. That noise in the background I will reveal shortly. But for now, make yourself comfortable. And yeah. Oh yeah, I should mention, I mean, not that there's I was about to say Braga, but Redis or whatever. If you'd like, I can just go into my own channel to do this.
Call me Brian, by the way.
Ah, okay. I don't know what you wanted to, like, what you wanted to call yourself in terms of usernames now. I mean, I know there's Redis, but yeah.
What did you want to do? Go into your own channel?
Yeah, I might set up a temporary one.
If you just want it because you don't want people popping in, then you can go ahead and do that.
Yeah, I guess it won't really be a problem. Or it shouldn't, anyway. Anyway. Oh, already it is. A bunch of people in the stream chat. Hello, everybody. Guess I should at least show the first of, I guess, a couple of presents I picked up. No, I didn't pick this up, but I got given this Fine Pix Fujifilm S2980, I think it is. It looks like a DSLR, but I think it's still a digital camera. But I reckon it's still pretty decent. So I'll probably be playing with that a little bit during the stream. For now, I'll just leave that be. That's it for the moment. I do have a I actually got this before my birthday, but I guess it counts as a birthday gift. But I got this little necklace type thing that I've been wearing a bunch. It's got the little music note thing, and well, I like it. Anyway, for the stream itself, well, there's going to be a few breaks, but for you guys, I'm going to be playing a bunch of games, both single player and multiplayer, because I don't want to get you guys involved as well. Yeah, the stream is probably really stuttery, but that's only because my internet is terrible for uploading. And, that can't really be helped. But for now, I'm going to play a little bit of Race the Sun with you guys because, I don't know, I've just been playing this a lot lately. And it's just a lot of fun. I had to reset my stats because it got released on Steam, so I still have these objectives which I need to do.
Just so you're aware, I do have actually a second spy party account. So if you want to try out playing some party for a short while, you can try it. The reason why I bring it up is because party has a very solid streaming community.
Alright.
Because you learn how to play spy party mostly by watching other people play spy party. So,
right. I guess I can give it a try today. Okay, so one of my objectives in this particular round is I have to try and only turn left. Can't really do much about the game sound except adjust the mixer. And the reason the game sound is that my phone? I think it was. I should probably keep an eye on the screen while I'm checking my email on my phone. Oh jeez. Anyway, yeah.
Did you see the link that SC posted in the Deadbeats chat?
In the Deadbeats chat, no.
Yeah. You should look at it real quick.
Wait, is that the dead? Oh. Oh. Well, I can't say that's not expected.
I can't say that's not expected. I could also say that's actually pretty good for a mod, but at the same time, it's like, eh. I don't know what the modding is like in Starbound. Obviously, it's already really strong. I just don't know how it works in relation to multiplayer and stuff like that.
I'm figuring like most
their,
things
they launched their.
I'm figuring like most things the server has to have the mod. That reminds me though, I should probably look into doing that Skyrim video that I said I was going to do a while back. Might do it actually during the stream, you know, with all those silly mods. Just see how that goes. I just have to reach the end of this region and hopefully I should get the only turn left for 2 regions in one run if I don't kill myself. Oh, is that it? That's it, yes! Right, so now I can actually start playing properly. Sucra says, "Happy birthday, guy I don't know." Also, I'll think about that. If it's... My Starbound experience is probably going to be like... my first game is probably going to be multiplayer. SC. Yes, I know my stream is lagging. I cannot do anything about my internet. Jeez. I wish I could. So relax. Just repeat to yourself, it's just a show, I should really just relax. Anyway, yeah, if that is the case, and I do have to have, and the server does have to have the mod installed to play it, I'm probably not going to be playing it because I'm going to be playing with Brogo's community Starbound server thing. Phew. Alright, what's the streak? It's 38% dropped frames. It's... I know that's not the best, but I can't do anything about it, I'm sorry. The only thing I can do about it is cancel the stream, and, well, that's not a good idea. It's not a good idea for me anyway.
There's no like the information surrounding Starbound is so all over the place. Like I had to look up like Reddit, their official website, and like some random website just to get this game working on Linux, even though it's straightforward because they have a Linux port for it. For the server, I mean. For Starbound. It's just like, oh come on, guys, just you should be able to get this information on forums or on a wiki or something. But right now, it's just all over the place. It's the worst thing. Obviously, there's going to be patches, and they're going to change quickly, and I get that. But at the same time, it's just really hard to find.
More people in the stream. Hello, everybody. Some new people too. Good to see you all. Alright, now this time around I have to try and collide with a few objects without blowing up, and I'm just gonna... That should do it. Gaming the system! Oh jeez. Well, at least that...
Ah!
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Oh, it's you. Hello.
I found my headset.
Good job.
Hooray.
Apocalypse time.
Josh. Well. Just be quick.
It is quick.
Oh, Jesus.
It
Oh,
is insane. Like even more
fast.
insane than normal.
Gotta fly fast.
Ah. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Oh jeez, I'm blind. I'm gonna try that again.
Jesus Christ.
It is crazy.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, you've seen the other video, the one
Yeah,
video that
it's
I...
like 6 seconds long.
Pretty much, but I mean, I guess it's supposed to be like really difficult because like you have to have played this a number of times to reach the level where you unlock it. I think I might be able to reach the first level, reaching into the first region without warps. Holy crap, I did.
Whoa. It's like magic on a plate.
Oh! Jeez. And then of course the game does that just for an extra bit of dickery.
Trickery dickery. Trickery dickery doc.
Ah, jeez. No way around that. Can we do player worlds at the moment? No workshop support coming soon. Let's try fast future then.
You know, it's actually one game that actually already has a pretty solid workshop, even though it's not technically out yet, is Audio Surf 2.
Huh.
Instead of like hard code, it's kind of interesting because they didn't hard code in the classic modes. You can actually just pull them from the workshop, from the dev.
Huh.
So most of them are just skins, but there's already a Beat Hazard knockoff on the Audio Surf workshop.
Oh. Maybe I will actually
never
have to
played Beat
check
Hazard.
out Audio Surf to... Truth be told, I haven't played any of those sort of musical games for quite a while.
Audio Surf 2.
I do love those kind of games, like mostly because they're interesting and I like my music.
It's fun.
But after a while, you just learn to call them out on what they're doing. Like, oh, the music's getting more intense. Oh, that's all you're tracking. It's just intensity of music and volume. That's it. Oh, all right. But at least with audio surf, it does make it a bit more interesting. Like with Beat Hazard, it's just okay, because the enemies come in slightly different patterns now. But with audio surf, it's a bit better. They finally live up to their name now. Because the main mode in Audio Surf 2 is wakeboard mode.
Huh.
What?
Let's actually have a look at this on...
Wakeboard?
Yeah, when I heard about the wakeboard mode, I was a little bit concerned because the point was to ride the waves of the music, and you actually get air off the waves and do tricks in the air.
Gotta ride the waves, man.
Over like the track or like where all the blips are. So I'm like, why would I want to jump over all the blips? Isn't the point of the audio surf collecting the blips? And then I finally actually got the game and I sat down with it. And the regular wakeboard mode is without the blips, you just ride the waves. But wakeboard grid is actually really, really fun because you gotta really time what you're doing. You have to collect the blips in your grid to up the multiplier when you do tricks in the air. So it's a really fine balance between staying on the game, on the board, or what do we want to call it, on the track, I guess, and collecting blips, and then jumping in the air and flipping.
Sorry for interrupting. I remember back in 2007 where I saw a bunch of audio surf videos posted to YouTube, like in 2008 or something. Those are good times.
This actually does look kind of interesting.
And then yeah, there's obviously all the support.
Yet there's no videos of the sequel.
Of Audio Surf 2?
Yeah, at least that I've seen.
I was actually gonna do an album surf of one of them, but I kind of want to hold off on making Audio Surf 2 videos.
Also new, what Twitter app is that?
Metro Twit.
Okay, the long Zang one. Gotcha. I started something. Rock.
There's also there was multiplayer in Audio Surf 1, but it wasn't really proper. It was the two ship things, and each player can control each ship. But now there's actually like a proper like versus mode. Still no online play, which sucks.
Oh.
Sucks. Wait,
God,
was there
what?
online play? I wasn't paying attention.
Of course there are
Audio Surf
pony
doesn't
mods
have
for
any
Audio
online
Surf. Oh, Green Hill Zone sort of for Audio Surf?
Yeah, like
What?
I said, most of them are just skins, but there's obviously the ones like Audio
Frozen
Sphere.
Freefall.
Let's see if I can just look up anything by someone named Dylan. Dylan Fritter is the guy that makes. Is his last name Fritter? Something like that. Dylan is the guy that makes the game.
Boxing.
So he has
critters?
a few. I don't know what his last name is. It starts with an F. But he has a few of the more interesting mods on his workshop account.
What do you mean by interesting?
They changed the game a bit more than just a skin.
Huh.
Like he has something called Mono Sideswipe, which he actually added in a new feature. Like whenever he makes these mods, he's like, oh, I can't do that with just the modding thing. I'm gonna add that ability to mod that into the game, and then I'm gonna make it as a mod, which is really cool. But Mono Sideswipe was that a lot of people were complaining that the way that you hit the blips on the board changed from Audio Surf 1 to Audio Surf 2. So like hardened veterans were like missing a lot of blocks because they're not used to the new hit boxes on the boxes. So he actually like went in and he went to go fix them. He's like, how would I just make a mod? And there's also one of the mods where I don't know if you played Audio Surf 1, but at
Yeah, I
certain
have.
Oh, I
times, yeah.
definitely did.
At certain times, you know how like there's loops or twists in the game in the road.
Twists? Yes, I've never
no.
seen loops.
I think
Something
I
like
might
that.
have seen loops actually. I can't remember.
I don't think loops are actually in. Definitely there are twists. There's one thing here.
There might be twists.
There's one mod here that like amplifies like the amount of like crazy twists and loops in it by like 20 times. And what happens is that you have to collect the plips to get up your multiplier again. But the only score making items are only in the loops and in the twists.
Hmm.
I wish I could find that.
Point Man Pro, Point Man.
Oh God, Switch. You're
I
right.
think it actually might be a feature of Mono Sideswipe.
Actually, hold on, let me.
Hmm.
Lists.
Yeah, I might actually have to look into getting this when I have a little bit more money.
Pin list to home. Here we go.
My playtime. I have more playtime at these games. Ah, there it is. Audio Surf 2.
How do
Items
I?
I'm subscribed to. See if I can find it in here.
How do I get rid of that? Can I? I want to pin a list to Metro Twit, not the timeline. Unpin. Let's see. Guess you can't do that apparently.
The only thing about Audio Surf is that it's still obviously very deep into beta
Maybe if
because it doesn't look very pretty in the menus. It's just like bare bones, like it works kind of thing.
Right, and I mean that's to be expected. Well, I would expect that. It's only early access.
The problem is that it's so bare bones
I
that it
fixed
takes a while to figure out like how it works. It's straightforward once you figure it out, but until then it's kind of confusing. And it was even worse when I first downloaded it. It was like the day after it went on early access on Steam. It was just like the most confusing thing in the world.
Hmm.
So I remember like the #1 complaint everybody had about like launch day was that, and still a lot of people have it, because I think it's still a requirement, is you have to play wakeboard mode in order for you to unlock the no, I'm sorry. You have to play wakeboard mode. You have to get a certain score on a jump, and this is a score that's high enough that you have to get a really good jump off a really big wave in order for you to do it. Like right when the music gets really intense and goes straight downhill, you have to hit the wave right there, or else you're just never gonna hit it. And they don't have any example songs installed, so like people were like looking through our libraries trying to find that song with that one really big drop.
Oh.
And a lot of people are mad. It's like, I want to go play Mono or whatever again. It's like, go fucking play Audio Surf 1.
Go play the classics. No.
You do love Audio Surf. It's a fun game to play. Pick up every once in a while, play some new music you downloaded. Something. Couple Audio Surfs too with OC Remix, and you just never have any problem finding new music.
Let's play Discord for the 18th time.
I'll definitely have to give it a go. I definitely, of course, I was definitely into Beat Hazard for
Oh my god.
a while.
I just found a new mod called Swings, and it turns Audio Surf into a side-scroller platformer.
2.5D.
Oh.
That's incredible. I don't know, platformer and music games never really get along too well. I feel like, because I get the idea, like you want to jump up and down platforms and like, certain parts of the music. But the ones that I played, like Harmo Knight and what'd you say?
Rush Brothers?
I don't know what.
Oh, that's a side scroller music game.
Remember
Yeah, I
that game
played,
that you used to
Harmo Knight.
advertise a lot?
There's Harmo Knight, there was
Three unusual hats!
I'm trying to remember the name of the game. I think it was called Maestro Jump in Music. But it was never released in the US, so I'm so glad that I got a chance to play Maestro. It's so much fun.
There's this one Flash game I remember that was like a tower defense game with music notes and such. I can't remember what it was called. It was like Symphony or something.
Oh, I definitely
Yeah.
remember a game called Symphony.
Symphony is a game on Steam that's it's a kind of a mix between Beat Hazard and AudioServe. Symphony is not a tower defense game on Steam. It might be a different one that you're thinking of, like Symphony's like
Yeah,
usually
I'm
named.
thinking of a different one, I think.
But
Let me see
Symphony
if I can
is
find it.
you can just look it up on Steam, and if you look up Symphony, you'll find the game I'm talking
I've
about.
never
But
played Beat Hazard, by the way. Or seen
Symphony
footage of it.
Symphony is weird because in Beat Hazard, it's just enemies come from all ways, and it's a bullet hell. So you just shoot, all the enemies coming in. With Symphony, the enemies come in only from the sides, and you can only shoot forward. Well, you could actually choose which way your weapons do, but you can only set that before you play, a song. So it's actually a really fun game about customization of like ship and all that stuff. It actually gets pretty interesting as you go along, but also gets really hard really quickly.
Oh, it was called Symphonic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Will you stop vibrating, Pebble? Shut the fuck up.
Am I yelling?
No, not you. I'm yelling at my watch.
That's the link.
Alright, after this run, I think I'm gonna take a little bit of a break because apparently grandparents are coming over and they'll have something for me, I think. Or at least that's what they
Yeah,
said.
it's about that time. I should go get food as well. Mid-dinner unit.
I have a puppet I need to work on, but I don't want to, so.
What's the one song I just can't beat? I think it was one of your songs, Simon. One of the Cave Story ones, they're just so hard on Beat Hazard that it's just... I still haven't beaten it. I could turn the difficulty down, that wouldn't be fun.
Yeah.
Oh.
By the way, shoutouts to Stream Chat, Cameraman 101, Jen James, other people that wanted shoutouts. Oops, I crashed.
This Beat Hazard game reminds me of that one game Chronos did once. Where it was like side scroller and you were a ship and the atmosphere was very similar.
Yeah, I think you're thinking of, Really Big Sky.
Yeah, that's that one was
Yeah,
interesting. I want to give that one a play sometime.
I tried it and I couldn't really get into it right away, but I feel like if I sit down with it and I focus on it, then I can get into it.
Yeah, I'd probably be the same.
It looks
way, too.
interesting, especially once it starts getting intense. I hate games like that look really interesting when they're intense, but you have to start out slow, and it's not like you can just jump up because then you'll be out of practice and you don't know how to handle it. So like the beginning is just so it's like when you replay Elite Beat Agents or something like that, and you have to start at the very bottom with like slowest notes showing up on the screen, so it's like tap, tap, tap. But when you get to the final levels, it's like tap, 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 tap.
Wait,
It's
what
so much
game?
fun. Elite Beat Agents.
Oh.
Or
Oh,
whatever
yes,
you want to call it.
I definitely remember the end game of Elite Beat Agents.
It's so much fun. It's so good.
So much fun. So much fun.
Alright,
And the Japanese ones, even though it's Japanese music, still the same games that are fun to play as well.
alright, I'm
I still
gonna...
haven't beaten the thing. Yeah, I'll see you, Simon.
Yeah, I'll be back in a little bit.
I'm gonna go do things.